found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one
Alright,
thing
guys,
I
we're
love
going to start
more
this
than a
here in
hero
30 seconds.
is
30
to see a
seconds. We're going
hero
to start this
fail,
thing here, guys.
fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've
Alright.
done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
Alright, let's break this down. Usually we get this data mid-month. Or, yeah. The NFP report might be doing better than expected if ADP non-farm employment change is actually a lot better than the last couple of months. They've been negative here. I mean, this is still really bad, but I mean, this is still, how would I say it? Like, the data for job market is still suffering. That's the biggest thing here. With the government shutdown, we won't really know, right? Let's look at Dixie here. Dixie for the rest of today is going to continue to move to the upside here. No question. It's breaking out, coming down. This thing's gonna break structure today. Oh yeah, it's breaking structure. If we do have a break of structure here, we are going to have a pullback, at least coming back down to this zone, and then an extension to what? The upside, right? Very, very, very simple. Wow. I predicted, obviously, us to come down at least to here. Thank God we only execute at the right times, right? Thank God we only execute around institutional times, because I was looking for potential buys here, but price moved to this downside here. Now, I might look for buys here. And I don't believe price is actually going to move higher. I believe price is going to move to a lower low here. If it does move a little bit higher, then I mean we're solid there. But this is my problem here. this looks like more of a sell than it does a buy. Even regardless of price moving to the downside, it looks like more of a sell than it does a buy. That is a problem. Realistically, this has the possibility to come all the way down here. So I am seeing potential runs or rallies. I actually want to sell this more. I don't want to buy SPX. I actually want to sell it more than I want to buy it. To buy this here would be kind of stupid. The only buying zone that I'm comfortable with is here. So this zone here is what I'm comfortable with buying, but price needs to come back down here again. Then I would execute some sort of buy. And I could see Dixie obviously move into these highs, then having some sort of relief, and then move into the upside again. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here with SPX. As Dixie moves up, SPX comes down, some type of relief from Dixie. Dixie moves down, SPX moves up, and then it creates a lower low. You see what I'm saying? So right now I don't want to trade against the trend. The trend might be the strongest, how do you say, for right now it might be the strongest buy, but we could wait. That's what I'm thinking, guys. I called some buys here on US Russell. We executed, hit like 2-3 TPs, and then moved to the downside. Russell's gonna collapse here. Russell's breaking. Okay, Russell I feel completely different. Russell, we have a break of structure here. We have a break of structure coming towards this low that's already been targeting, and that's being targeted. That's gonna get wiped out for sure. And then you have this low here that's the next target. Russell's going down, guys. Okay. This impulse wave here. Hold on the 4-hour would have us target this zone to extend downward. See that order block sell right here? Yeah, we're gonna target here. $2.168 is the most important. See how we already hit these zones? This thing's going to continue to short. Come down, short, move to the downside here. Yeah, markets are going to have big retracements here. Russell looks easier to read than SPX. SPX looks like a lot harder to read right now. But even today, this thing's going to short, right? So Russell actually looks like a really easy pair to trade right now. Why is this shorting right now? This is shorting right now from an indecision here. Right there, you see that?
Power of the sun.
See that? Internal sells? This thing's gonna sell off here. It's gonna come back up. I mean, I'm not really worried here. Sell off. Even here. This small instance here. See that? Internal sells, short position. Way better, way easier to read than I would say. All right, way easier to read. Let's look at NAS futures. Well, futures on again, a little bit more difficult to read. But we are at the lows, so I think we are going to buy up. We'll probably buy up here to this zone. I have a belief that we're going to buy up. We've hit the average daily range for SPX. Usually when we hit the average daily range, especially during Asian session, ADB, ADR, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking like that, guys. So usually when you hit the average daily range of a pair, it's kind of like a slingshot. It needs to kind of come back up to balance itself out in range. So I do see most likely SPX moving a little bit more to the upside, probably mitigating here, but long term I'm looking for sells. So you guys can trade against the trend. Normally that's me breaking rules. I never trade against the trend. I just don't, guys. You guys can try if you would like. Personally, I don't do it. Now, you guys might call me crazy for doing so, and technically this is still an uptrend, right? So you buying this is still technically you trading with the trend. But with the order flow here so far, I don't really want to go into buys, because technically this is still just by definition order flow, right? And then usually we move to the upside here. Or this could be the complete shift, and this could break below this zone here. If we break below this zone here, that's a shift in trend, and that means SPX long term is going to be going down, which would be pretty crazy. Markets will suffer heavy. And could that happen? Yeah, that's a possibility. We don't really know, but if that downturn does happen, it would happen here. So I do, again, we'll take a risk, we'll take a chance. I do want to buy through here when it gets closer to this price, and then potentially start taking some profits here, taking profits here, taking profits here. If we do fish and we catch the right TP areas, then that's fine. We take it here, we go higher. But if you don't feel comfortable taking buys around this zone, it's fine. There's a nice selling zone right there as well. and it might just sell off even just a bit. It might not be a full sell-off, like if we do come here, it might sell off just for a quarter, and that internal structure there, that area there, might be where you can make some money until it reverses here, right? Potentially. Okay, so that's SPX. Now let's look at VIX here. VIX does look like it's going to move to the downside here. It has this gap to fill. That's good news for SPX. It's actually really good news. Okay, so what I'm also looking at here is going to be gold. Wow, gold is shorting. Go into the zone we talked about here. 10-year yield moving to the upside here. Order flow moving to the upside. Let's look at gold today. Yeah, so a lot of the areas that I talked about shorting gold even yesterday is kind of happening, right? I'm looking for gold to come down here. Even today, gold's most likely going to short. We're in that order flow here, breaking structure. We're going to get a nice solid short for gold. Yeah, gold is shorting even now. If it does turn around here, this will be the internal, how do I say it? Internal sell. It's kind of what I'm looking for. You know, it's interesting because we changed time recently, right? So in London, the London market doesn't change its time until next week, right? So when does London change its time? Let me look it up. Okay, so in the London market, it changes. Oh no, it already started. So there was October 26th. So for a couple days, that change in time does affect the way that we trade the market here. But what I'm looking for here is this. Sell-offs to that downside here. This thing is going to come down here. Realistically, guys. Okay? Just so you guys have an idea. You're going to see sell-offs here to the downside. Again, a lot of this movement's already been done. Sometimes this happens, that perfect setup won't come. I'm still looking for a trade for this week. I haven't traded at all this week yet. For gold, I'm looking for sells here. There's no area that this thing is going to, I need to see a pullback before I get in, to be honest. It's going to pull back though right now. This thing is going to mitigate this order block here. Right? Then probably pull up. You short here or short here. and then we get an even bigger extension. So gold's a short. Like I called it last night. I mean, I called this short. How many days ago did I call a sell here? Look at GU. GU is going to continue to short itself. Wow. You're looking at GU probably coming here. Let's look at USD CAD because USD CAD's a buy. Talked about this last night. It go into our zone here. Yeah, this thing is gonna rally. Anytime you see a break of the Asian range, this thing's a buy. This thing's gonna most likely move to the upside. You can look for a pullback here, internal pullbacks. Okay. Internal buys into this zone here. This is what I'm looking for. USD CAD's a buy all month. Rates for CAD are very, very low. If the US starts to print more money though, we will see something different change, you know. Crypto sold off where I spoke about again last night. Yeah, I mean, dude, crypto's kind of done here. We might see some kick here. But it'll bring price back up to this zone for another sell down here. I do want to see a we are going to have a major drop, but the only way I'll get in a super long short is if we break weekly structure, which I believe we're on pace to. See this right here? This right here is going to be $1 million short, because if we stay down here for the week, this thing is going to come back up, right? We'll probably come back up to 109, 110, or even 111. No matter what you do, or at least what, I don't care what anyone else does, I'm going to short the hell out of this, because once it does do that, I'm immediately going to look for an extension downward. Even if price holds here or price breaks this zone, I would look for an extension downward, right, to at least 98K 94K, but most likely 88K. And that would catch me 23,000 points, right? 23,000 pips. That's what I'm looking for, right? A move like that, because a move like that, even like on smaller lots, would make me 23 grand, right? That's what I want to look for on the weekly movement, right? So,
With great power comes great responsibility.
I mean, I've called this short back here, guys, at 115, and then I called some sells here at 123, 124. I'm very confident we're going to move even lower. I'm very confident. I don't know if the cycle is completely over. Might be. Nvidia is going to go even lower. This is fun. MicroStrategy, I got stopped out last week. We're at a pivotal point right now with MicroStrategy, because if we break or close below this week, no matter what we want to believe, MicroStrategy is going to come back down to 120. And I think that would actually really kill MicroStrategy, because you're seeing MicroStrategy hit lows lower than the one in February of 2025, which is bad. It's not good. People are dumping more. It signifies the end of a cycle. That would be a short for MicroStrategy here. I would get out of Coinbase. Okay, guys, so I'm going to sum up this call here from what I'm looking at, okay? I'm going to sum up the call. Clean these charts here real quick. Okay. Buy position in the zone, short position here with Russell. Potential short position here. Look at the reaction, wait for the reversal around 10 a.m. If not, I wouldn't execute on this trade. I just need to wait for the reversal here at 10 a.m. to see if I want to execute or not. Okay. I always wait till 10 a.m. At least that's for me. So internal sells here, or most likely the internal sells are going to be here. But not executing until the right time, guys. Again, this thing can do whatever it wants to do. I don't execute until the right time. Right? So 10 a.m. potentially, wait for that. Let it ride. If it breaks or closes above before 10 a.m., then it's invalid. We're looking for this zone here for potential sells. For futures, I'm waiting for this zone here. Retested. External buying zones. For gold, sells. Okay. That's what we're looking for gold. Okay. Oh, I forgot to upload these. Okay. Let me upload SPX here. Okay, SPX is uploaded, gold is uploaded, USD CAD. Okay, we're waiting for potential more buys here with CAD. $2.168 for CAD. Okay. USD CAD is a buy all month for me. That's what I'm doing. GU is going to probably most likely sell off. I don't really want to look at GU right now. I'm looking at way too many things. Bitcoin already another sell off here. BTC is going to continue to sell off, guys, so I'm not really worried here. But yeah, that's this New York session, guys. Not too much, nothing too crazy. I think the markets are not as volatile as I would like them to be, but hey, you know, the setups are coming. I do see SPX most likely moving a little bit to the upside, then selling off again. Russell, I'm gonna wait and see what happens, but I might not take the short here. I might wait. I don't like how bullish this looks, and volume is starting to kick in, so I might not take Russell. Most likely, I'm gonna wait until this zone here. So yeah, let me alter this here first. Back down to this low, just because you're seeing the reaction here, and 10 a.m. is not even there. So this is why I like to execute at 10. Russell, I'll probably see some shorts there. Then let's look at gold. Gold, I'm going to look for shorts here on the comeback. USD CAD, look for buys here. And then for Bitcoin, I mean, I've already called shorts. Where was it? I've called shorts here, where it came back. I've called shorts here last night, and now it's even moving lower. So yeah, I mean, we've called 1, 2, 3, 4 sells on Bitcoin, 5 technically if we're looking at this one. So we're going to continue to keep going downward. I don't see any movement to the upside happening anytime soon, especially with SPX dropping. All right, guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I will